last time that the natural way of leadership to start training the leadership at the lowest level, that is the team leadership. That is the most natural uh, way. Instead of coming from top to bottom, we should go from down to up. Team leadership, strategic leadership, and leadership, the operation leadership, and then we go on to the strategic leadership. Hearing my this talk, one of my veteran friend, he asked me, if this is so, why don't uh, why not we do it in a school or university? My friend, there is a certain logic to this suggestion. In fact, the veteran India is already gone into an agreement with AICTE to introduce leadership qualities lectures on all the institutes all over the country as one of the subject. You could argue that the generic these three circles model is critical for all effective team working as well as effective leadership. The difference between a leader and a team member is not a kilometer, my friend, it's just a centimeter. So the question comes, why not teach it at school and colleges? Include in the syllabus of the Scouts, National Cadet Corps, or in the other national core curriculum as a life skill. My friend, my experience has included a number of experiments of such attempt in my area of influence. Setting aside all the pragmatic and the political reasons, I feel the teaching leadership on a large scale will certainly help making a responsible citizen subsequently. But ultimately it comes back to the window of opportunity thesis which I have talked about. There is a too soon as well as a too late. A certain age or maturity, a certain amount of experience in real work groups, and a certain trepidation at impending leadership responsibility. These are the bricks that form together the threshold of the windows of opportunity. Before they are there, you are writing on water with no effect. My friend, I am convinced, given proper training methods and professionally trained teachers, it may be proved certainly to be very effective if we include leadership as a subject in all the curriculum of all institutes. I must appreciate the veteran India's initiative in this regard. Moving it up to university or higher education levels would remove one objection, the age or maturity level. Moreover, the prevalence of the gap years introduces some work experience too. My friend, if the window of opportunity is age related, namely that we take on board the really big ideas of life when we are in the long, I would say 18 to 22 years of age bracket, it would be logical to do so. Something then. After all, an organization now look to graduate for the future leaders. Today, if you are not graduate, you're not even considered padha likha. You're considered literate. And with the graduation, you have the essential leadership qualities in you. It helps as a deadly combination to make an effective and a responsible citizen of this country, and ultimately helping in nation building. The honest answer is that कि so far we do not have such leadership lessons or the perspectives in any of the institution's curricula. The problem is that the students, for the most part, the lack of sense of relevance to this. They are too struck with the syllabus, which they think job oriented, which they will get them after a degree a requisite job what they're looking for. The world of work remains a distant prospect for those studying for a degree and enjoying life in a university campus, my friend. Work experience, a moderate gateway to graduate employment, will take up any discriminatory time, any in the career-oriented area. One could introduce a national recognized team leadership certificate for students, which would undoubtedly be very attractive to employees of graduates. Wherever they go for the employer, they don't have to teach you or put an extra effort to put those essential qualities which you already have along with your graduation certificate. My conclusion, my friend, then is that in the foreseeable future, your organization of your field of enterprise is going to own the problem of training team leaders and team members from your school, colleges and university itself. The secondary or tertiary education system, rightly or wrongly, is not about to relieve you of this burden, or I should say an opportunity. My friend, this is very essential that we must recognize now that introducing good suggestion by my veteran friend, introducing leadership qualities from the inception from the schools or university has got a benefit and must be included. We have ignored this for too long. Thank you very much.